Good day, everyone. I am Nicole Torres Caparida. I will be discussing about the linear programming simplex method minimization problem. So, we have here a problem na isolve na to. This is an example of minimization problem. So, diri sa gi-present na ko, naka-summarize na siya. So, important details na lang akong gibutang. But I will be reading the problem. So, to operate the important state-of-the-art machinery recently purchased by ABC company. So, para daw mugana ang gipalit sa ABC company na machinery, kailangan of two types of fuels, namely fuel A, this is fuel A, and fuel B. So, proceed ka sa specifications. The machine specifications and requirements show that for every 1 hour of production time, each gallon of fuel A emits 6 units of chemical gas, and it generates a mechanical energy that is equivalent to 8 horsepower, and it costs 320 pesos. So for fuel B, every 1 hour daw, each gallon emits 10 units of chemical gas, and it generates a chemical energy that is equivalent to 8 horsepower, and the cost is 300 pesos. So take note sa differences nila: 6 units of chemical gas, 8 horsepower, and cost is 320 pesos. Sa fuel B, 10 units of chemical gas, 8 horsepower, and the cost is 300 pesos. So, since ang simplex method kay it's a dual, so in order to solve the minimum, dapat may maximum pod. So, the maximum number daw, based sa problem, kay 30 units and 32 horsepower. So, ang required mo na itong ginapangita. Required, determine the number of gallons of fuel A and fuel B that are needed to operate the machine and at the lowest possible cost. Since this is an example of minimization problem, syempre atong ginapangita kay ang lowest possible cost. So kung maximization naman, maximum profit, or paon sa ma-maximize para mataas ang profit. Kani paon sa siya i-minimize para low lang ang cost. Diba? Pag low ang cost, ang result ana high sales or high profit or high income. So, let's proceed. First, syempre, i-represent nato. So, let X be the fuel A, let Y the fuel B. So let X be the number of gallons of fuel A to be used to operate the machine, and let Y be the number of gallons of fuel B to be used to operate the machine. So kabalo nata ang X ang gina-represent niya kay fuel A, ang Y ang gina-represent niya kay fuel B. So buhatan na nato ang constraint. So C is equals to 320x plus 300y. So kung sa siya tikuha, di ba ang x is fuel A, y is fuel B. So kung magbalik tayo sa taas, ang kaning 320 mo siya ang cost sa fuel A. Ang 300 ang cost sa fuel B. So mo ni siya 320x kay ang cost sa fuel A nga gi-represent as X is 320. Sa fuel B naman, kay 300 A ang cost. So 320X plus 300Y. Next is the subject to constraint. So 6X plus 10Y is less than or equal to 30. Ang sige ko aning 6 and 10. Ang 6 of 10 kay units sa fuel A og 10 ka units sa fuel B. Unsa na units? Mag-base sa dire. Units of chemical gas. Every 1 hour daw, each gallon kay mag-emit siya og 6 units of chemical gas. So, mo na ang 6x plus 10y. Next is 8x plus 8y is greater than or equal to 32. Ang kaning dalawa ka 8 kaysa horsepower, di ba sa fuel X? I mean sa fuel A and fuel X, kay same lang sila of horsepower which is 8. So 8. Next is xy is greater than or equal to 0. So naantay subject to constraint. So next is atong buhaton ay nandito. So nalagay constraint, so i-convert na to siya to equations. So para ma-convert siya into equations na ay tatlo kabuok na atong i-consider. So first is add a slack value if the symbol used is less than or equal to. So let's see. So sa kaninga constraint, nagamit siya og value na less than or equal to. So ana siya add a slack value. So add mag-plus ta. So mo na siya diri 6x plus 10y plus s sub 1. This is the slack value equals 30. Next, add an artificial variable if the symbol used is equals. Third, subtract a slack variable and add an artificial variable if the symbol is greater than or equal to. So na siya diri ang 8x plus 8y is greater than or equal to 32. So kaya nagamit na siya greater than or equal to, mag-subtract daw siya. So minus slack value, so moong minus s sub 2 plus kaya naman siya diri add an artificial variable. So plus a sub 1 equals 32. Diri sa minimization cost na ay 1,000 a sub 1 kay ang tawagan na kay artificial variable. Ang artificial variable, it prevents the slack variable from becoming a zero and prevents an equality constraint from resulting into a constant zero. So para ma-solve ng 1,000 a sub 1, is 10 greater than the coefficient value found in the objective and constraint. So 10 daw, tapos raise 10 raised to the power of sa number na highest diri. So ang highest nga number diri kay 3. So 10 cube is 1,000. So maong 1,000. So kung 2 ang highest number diri, 10 squared. So since sa kaninga problem ang highest number is 3, so 10 cube, so ang answer kay 1,000 a sub 1. So next kay sa table,